There is a hidden history that's been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why I am on the trail of a Nephilim. The Genesis 6 narrative states that the Nephilim are on the earth in those days and also afterwards. If that's true, can we find evidence that corroborates this? I'm L.A. Marzulli. Join me as we go on the trail of a Nephilim. Coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of the Santa Monica Mountains, I am your intrepid host, L.A. Marzulli. This is an episode of On the Trail of a Nephilim. We will be talking about the Newark Earthworks right here. It became a World Heritage Site. I was hoping to get Chief Joseph on the show and talk about it. He's in the wings. At some point, he will come on the show, God willing. So we'll get into this and so much more. But first, a word from our trusted sponsor. Do you want to take control of your financial future but don't know where to start? Noble Gold Investments understands. Folks, we've invested with them. So, they're good people, and I'm glad we did it. Okay, investing in precious metal may sound confusing, but the team at Noble Gold Investments makes it easy. At least they did for us, and I'm sure they'll do it for you. Let's hear from actual Noble Gold Investments customers. Quote, the staff answered all my questions and helped me every step of the way, end of quote. No precious sales taxes, just honest guidance. Securing my future is less stressful thanks to Noble Gold expertise. So don't settle for financial uncertainty. They'll suggest options and see if you can diversify into gold and silver. Right now, Noble Gold Investments is offering a free 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful bullion coin for qualified accounts. Folks, don't settle for financial uncertainty. Noble Gold Investments has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless 5-star reviews. Why wait? Call now, 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. Once again, 877-646-5347. I'll say one more thing, folks. We are, $33 trillion in debt? Might be time to get out of the paper money and buy some bullion. Even if it's a couple of coins, at least you've got something that's worth something. Once again, that number, 877-646-5347. So this is from the Columbus Dispatch. 20 months ago, after Licking County won the Super Bowl of economic development with Intel Corporation, the Newark Heath area became part of a worldwide cultural Hall of Fame. The UNESCO World Heritage Committee meeting in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Tuesday voted to recognize the Hopewell Ceremony Earthworks for inscription on the World Heritage List, which also includes the Pyramids of Giza, the Great Wall of China, the Taj Mahal, Stonehenge, and the Great Barrier Reef. And it goes on from there. So the bottom line is, it's the same party line that we've heard over and over again, that Native Americans built these earthworks. They're some of the largest on the planet that we've ever seen. We were just there several months ago, and we'll be releasing that film probably in the early part of next year. Number 9 in our film will be on that, on the Ohio Mounds. Number 8 is Out of Place Artifacts. So I apologize. It's been 2 years since we released the film in the On the Trail series, only because we've been tied up with the UFO series and we're limited. It's just myself and my business partner, Gil Zimmerman. And I just want to thank Josh Peck for putting the finishing touches on this and getting it over the finish line. Thank you, Josh. Really appreciate it. Josh did the final edit on this, and he did a great job. But number 9 in the series will be on the Newark Earthworks, were these really built by Native Americans. And we take umbrage in this because the whole site is built on an 18-and-a-half-year lunar cycle. Native Americans didn't know about the 18-and-a-half-year lunar cycle, and if they did, why isn't this part of their oral tradition? The octagon is a complex octagon system. It's not just an equal-sided octagon. And we sat down with a mathematician at the collegiate level, and she shows us and demonstrates on film just how difficult it is to do this and how all the mathematics is advanced geometry. But then there's some connectivity to this which I'm not at liberty to talk about until we release the film. That'll blow your mind. Do I believe Native Americans built this? With all due respect to First Nation people, because they are First Nation people, I do not believe that they did this. Surely the oral tradition would say it somewhere. Surely we would have a buffalo skin or some sort of surveying techniques that would be recorded. It's not there. It's not there. And if I'm missing something, 1,000 apologies ahead of time, but it's not there. So if it's not there, and it's built on an 18-and-a-half-year lunar cycle that Native Americans weren't aware of, and we are looking at advanced geometry that Native Americans did not have at the time, and this is an unequal octagon, and it connects to other points on the globe, which, by the way, is spherical trigonometry. What then are we looking at? Folks, I'll just leave it at that. It's a short little deal today. We're trying to get Chief Joseph on. I was hoping he would make this interview, but he won't. And this is the last interview I'm doing for the week. Everything else is pre-recorded so we can get out of here. We'll be in Israel. We get back on the 19th. Maybe the Chief can join us then. I'd love to get his opinion on this. Chief, if you're watching, the door is wide open, my friend. Anyway, folks, understand that we're not trying to bag on anybody here. We're not trying to disparage anyone or put anyone down. This is not a racist comment. We're looking for the truth. If Native Americans, First Nation people built this, where's the oral tradition? Why is it that archaeologists can't find anything that would show surveying techniques? I mean, they're not there. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. How is the dirt amassed? And more importantly, how is the dirt compacted to make this? And thirdly, how do you check your work? How do you even know what you're looking at? And that octagon mound, when you're in the circle mound looking at the octagon mound, you're up on a rise, the observation. And every 18-and-a-half years, you get the lunar standstill. It comes in like this and just sits right in the center. Just sits like this, right in the center, and then goes back up. They didn't know about that. Why go through this? In my opinion, this is Nephilim architecture falling into technology. And I'm not the only person who believes this. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got a comment, you can hit us in the comment section. We're not here to disparage anyone. I don't think we did. We're just trying to be fair and trying to get to the truth. We also discovered some very interesting dates that we tie it back into another site, which we'll get into. I'm not at liberty to say. You'll have to wait till next year till we get this out. But again, the Out of Place Artifacts is now available. We are shipping that. And of course, our book, Further Evidence. And let me just read this real quickly. I've been doing it all week. Dr. David Jacobs, I went into sort of a shock tailspin as I realized that the abductions were real. I said to myself, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, for 6 months. Karina Sable, she's an abductee. They had me on a cold steel table and used different tools to do a variety of procedures to me. Lawrence Gray on seeing the Mothman. There were feathers, 2 wings that came out to points. His eyes were sunk into his head. He had what looked like a robe that went down to his hips. There it is, folks, Further Evidence. You'll want to check that out, lamarzulli.net, lamarzulli.net. We are going to Israel, but we've got pre-records with some great guests, Richard Nolan, Bill Salas, just to name a few. And also we're doing a very special series with Karen Wilkinson, who wrote the incredible book, Stolen Seed, Evil Harvest, on her experience as an abductee. You're going to want to get that book, lamarzulli.net. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, there is a hidden history that's been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world. And that's why we are on the trail of the Nephilim. Thanks for watching.